Hello dears, welcome back to my channel sahityabhyasa.academy. In a first part, we have seen the introduction of gender studies, introduction to gender studies. In that, concepts and trends. These are the concepts where we need to study. So before going that, let's know about the meaning of gender studies. This is the basic where we have to know this concept very neatly, because once you come to know this topic very clearly, under this topic whatever the syllabus has prescribed for you, you will come to know that very clearly, very very understanding like that. Sorry for that. Okay, let's begin the gender study. It is a rich and interdisciplinary, this word is very important, interdisciplinary field that explores how gender shapes our identity. See here, interdisciplinary means it is a very, means a different kind of a subject, different kind of a subject. What kind of a different subject? For example, psychology and the called sociology and literature and the politics. Yes, according to psychology, how people think and feel. What about the society? How male and female should be. This is what the society give the words on male and female. Female should be in a home, should follow the some conventional norms, whereas she didn't have the right to get the equality freedom. She should come to home before 6 o'clock. This is what the is society only male, society only made to the some terms and condition and on the male and female. This is what society. And the literature, what kind of is, means how that male and female are living their life in society. That could be the reflection through the form of stories. That is what called literature. And the last one is, that is politics or a law. So here, what kind of a male or a female have the rights? Now come to the point. What is the complete meaning of interdisciplinary? Here we can see about the gender. Gender is, it is not only about talking about the biologically. It is talking about the psychology, sociology, literature, politics and law. Means in all this space, in all these subjects, in all this category, how the gender should be. Gender means, for example, it's, we are not only talking about the male or a female. No, it is about the everyone. Yesterday's class I told you na, LGBT. According to the L, how the society are going to see over them. She's lesbian. Yeah, no, she is not a part of our category. Let her to be away from us. And gay, he's not a part of our community. He doesn't behave like a man. Why we should be with them? If we be with them, society will look us in a different way. Getting my point? If we have the bisexual kind of a persons also, we don't. So such kind of, these are the people where behave according to the according to the society. This is what, while seeing, these are the a kind of a torture, a kind of a making the difference from keeping us, means these are the people keeping us different from the society, made him to show the revolt against towards to the society. We do have a right, why we should not live like other persons called male or a female. So this is what called overall. I'm telling you that gender study means it is not only focusing on about the biologically. It is for everyone who consider, who tells himself, who called themselves as a lesbian, gay, third gender, as bisexual. These are, we can see how they have the behaviors. For example, if a boy behaves like a girl, what could be the psychological condition? Just think about that. Whether he is psychology way of psychological, whether like a boy or a girl. On that basis, he creates some works that was considered under the title called gender studies. Okay, fine. So interdisciplinary means overall, in a very simple means, how they be in that all field, that is interdisciplinary, that explores how gender shapes and identity. That, see, the word itself tells how the gender shapes means these are the subject we're going to teach them, we're going to telling them, we're going to pointing them you should be like that, you don't have a right like that, neither female, lesbian, gay, whoever you are, you should be in in this particular part. This is what means here. The gender means we can study in the all aspects of through. Getting my point? So this is, so overall means it is a completely deeper understanding of behaviors, one's behaviors, whether it is a lesbian, whether it is a gay, whether it is a third gender, whether it is a female or a male. So completely studying about the particular person in a deep way, why he behaves like. Once he behave like that, what could be the reflect from him? Yes, they show their reflect towards putting so many movements, towards publishing so many works, towards showing against while making so many, movements that we too have a equal rights. Let us to be like a part of this society, give us equal rights. So this is what the kind of voice coming from the, this is what called LGBT people, kind of category people. And our identity, they only shape us, you should be like that, like. And society culture, politics and power structures. Here's clear overview to get you started. Let's begin. The first one means gender studies means whoever coming under the title called gender studies, they should be act according to the society, culture, psychological. They are going to putting the stress on them, the reflect what the comes from them. The part of the study is called gender studies. I think this is the better way to understand complete the word called gender study. Gender study is academic study of a gender identity, gender representation and gendered experience in society. Means, for example, take the example of lesbian, how she experience being as a lesbian, leading in a life called, in a situation, in a part called society, how they face. Take the another example of third gender. Yes, according to Hindu mythology, they are considered as a, the good people who will take the blessings from that people, it will be good for them. Yes, usually we have observed these are the people in a society, but this could be lesbian and gay, they will be in a hidden manner. When we talk them, then only we come to know this person is a gay, this person is a lesbian. But about the third gender means we come to know them because we have seen them in a many places while traveling, while taking the journey. We meet them in a between our journey. Yes, okay, fine. So here, experience means what kind of they have experience in the society. They express through the form of literature. Those part of the literature considered as a gender studies. And next, it looks at how gender interacts with the race, class, sexuality, religion, culture, and the power. Okay, so here gender interacts with the race, following the kind of a category people, not a male, not a female. How the race has showing their views on them, whether class, whether sexuality, whether the religion, culture, and a power. Will they give them equality to lead them in a life with us? Will they give equal freedom like male and female has have been given? No. So this is how means whatever means these are the categories who made them discrimination from the society. So this is how they are going to put them pressure, put them stay away from the society by the taking the names of these are the things: race, class, sexuality, religion, culture, and power. Okay, let's be the core concept, key concept in gender studies. That is, first one is a sex versus gender. What is the between sex and what is the gender? Sex means biologically it is decided whether you are male or a female. Gender means it is decided by your behavior. Gender means behavior, the way of thinking, the way of you are walking, the way of you are making the things, that could be decided about your gender. Means if you be like a male, you behave like a female, that could be considered not a normal person. Normal means neither male nor a female. You will be considered in another category group. Might be gay or a lesbian. So on the basis of your behavior, gender will be, concluded. So differences. And sex means biologically difference, male, female or intersex. See, male have their own genes, hormones, female have their own hormones. What about the intersex? We can see that females hormone and males hormones also, that is what called intersex. That is, we can tell that we can take the name of third gender. Okay, what about the gender? Socially constructed roles. So see the word, how society going to construct the some rules over the male and female. Male, you should be very strong. Yes, you should have intellectual power. You are made for ruling over the society, over the girls. This is what society made them to be like that. Think about that. We are human. When we become a mother-in-law, we give the whole priority to our son itself and less priority to the coming daughter called the daughter-in-law. We reject daughter-in-law. We didn't listen her words. We didn't give the freedom to that lady like our son. So this is how, means we only create the society and society itself show the dominant. So for every reason we only made that one. My words is that. So here society means we are means the woman itself made the constructions. She has made the some she made the construction and she herself only fighting from that, breaking that construction. This is how interesting, no? Okay, fine. See, gender means socially constructed roles means men should be like that, women should be like that, non-binary, etc. These are the things where society is going to construct the thing. That is what called the gender. What about the gender identity? Person's internal understanding of their gender. Internal understanding, how they talk, like transgender, cisgender, non-binary. So these are the category where we can see the behaviors of male or a female. Yes, their identity. According to their behaviors, we come to know that that's identity, their identity. If I be like a female, I should have the characteristics of female itself. Should not have the characteristics of features of behaviors of a male. If I do that one, my identity will be different. Yes, I may put in a kind of a category. That is what called gender identity. What about the roles? What about the roles? Roles, expectation and norms society assigned to individual based on their perceived gender. See, this is role, gender role, expectation and norm society. What the society expect from us, whether male or a female. I should be means you should be like that. You must be like that. If your behaviors becomes quite differences, means you are going to put in a kind of a category. Yes, this is what. So gender roles also very important for here. Means we can study the part of gender studies and the patriarchy. See, this is one. Till now we'll see the this word's domination on women. Wherever you go, whether being in a family, whether out of the family, whether in a working place, wherever you go, someone or some there is someone always there who is going to show the patriarchy over us. Okay, a system where men hold primary power, often marginalized women and non-male identities. See, this is the word called non-male identity. Though also by biologically he may consider a male, but the behaviors, as if behavior seen as a girl's, means he would not be considered as a exact male. What the society expect from them, that kind of a persons like that. Okay, fine. So here primary power. See what happens in our family means if a boy got birth, we are going to select the toys called car, bus and all. If a girl got a birth, means we are going to purchase the things like a doll, like a utensil. See, this is how by family itself we made the discrimination. Yes, so always give the priority to the male itself. Yes, male should get the good education. further he is going to take care the whole family. What about the girl? After the marriage, she has to go to the her father-in-law. She has to survive. She has to submit herself to take care over that family. So no need to give that kind of education to the girl. Better to we should give the first priority to the male itself. This is how patriarchy made the rule over the women, and showing the marginalized, they are the secondary importance, women and non-male identities. Fine. What about the feminism? Feminism, it is a term where we can see the group of women who shows their against towards the you know uh, ruling over them, like patriarchal society controlling them, snatching their equality, snatching their rights, snatching their freedom. On that basis, on that, seeing that situation, a kind of a group arise, that is what called feminist movement. That feminism means right for the equality, fighting for the getting the right education, getting the right for vote, getting the right for everything. Whether it is she who decide whether she wants a child or not, not a male. It is she who decided to take the child, means forcibly. Sometimes we see the something in a society that a family who is going to forcibly take the abortion in female, because they are going to decide whether she should give the birth or not. So this should not happen, because we have the right ourselves whether we should take the birth or not, or we should give the birth or not. This is what a kind of a thought. So overall means feminism means it is a kind of a movement or a kind of a thought where women fight for herself. We should get the all kinds of equality rights like male god. This is what called feminism, a movement or a theory advocating gender equality. Yes, whether I'm a female, whether I'm a bisexual, whether I'm a lesbian, whether I'm a gay, whether I'm a third gender, we should get equal rights like male is getting my point. So here we'll see that we study that a movement and a theory advocating that gender equality. We should be like a male also. This is what. And the waves of feminism. So you'll see the four kind of a waves. First wave, that is it is happen in a means it is overall, it is a movement. Feminism, it is a movement. On the four kind of waves we can study in this. That is, in the first wave, first moment, what happens, it is started from the legal rights, that is voting, giving birth, is getting the education. These are the primary, that is legal rights of every woman, every other gender also. And the see what we have observed the some reels also in a mobile, that unfortunately or unluckily, if a family got a boy who is considered as a third gender, we see them, they will be away from the home. They start, that kind of a boys surrounding uh, somewhere, and finally met the kind of a community called the gender. So it started to live its life by being with them. That person completely away from the getting good education, getting good care, getting love from his family itself. So this is how we see that unfortunate is happened with that person. So this is what the legal right should be, everyone. And what tells about the second wave? Social and cultural issues. For example, workplace, reproductive rights. Workplace, yes. We to have equal right to do the work in any place. Whether working in a professional work, they should get the equal wages. Not only male only got the high payment, even women also get the equal payment. This is what rights in a workplace and reproductive rights. Whether am I ready for that one? See, being a woman, 2 or 3 children will be able to give the birth. If a boy wants her to give the birth more than 6, means what would be the condition of that lady? What would be that the condition of that health? So we should know, means the male should know the condition of that his woman itself. But that moment, what they do, They forget, because I'm a male, I can do whatever. So this kind of a thought should be end up from the society. So reproductive rights should be in the hand of female itself. She has to decide whether should conceive or not, whether how much should I give the birth, how much I should not. It is her right to decide itself. This is what the kind of a movements subjects where we can see in a second way. What about the third way? Third way, embracing the diversity and intersectionality. So here we see that in a third gender also, sorry, in a third way, many of that kind of people come out from that kind of category, people come out from the society. If female fight for her rightness means, why we should not, like LGBTB, okay no? So these are the, they too have a right like female god. So here we can see that a step come out means a kind of a people step come out from their home, their family, their living life. We too have a right. Let us to give the voting power. Let us to marry whoever we like to marry. I am a girl, considered as a lesbian, that my desire to marry to a girl means allow me. Yes, if I am a male, I want to marry with a, I'm a male known as a gay, I want to going to marry a means boy means, let us to marry. So this is what a kind of a voice coming out from in a movement card in a third way. What about the fourth way? A digital feminism, me too, body possibility positivity means, here in a fourth way we see that completely digital feminism means, in every field woman wants to be like a male. How the male category, male individual, male individuality lead its life, like we too have a kind of a life. This is what the demand of feminism. So next, coming about that intersectionality. Okay, here we can see that intersectionality, it is coined by the Kimball Cranshy. See, this is also important term. It might ask in any competitive exam. Intersectionality, who coined this term, like that is Kimberland Crenshaw. It studies how different form of discrimination, racism, sexism, classism interconnect. See, if we see the black woman, she will face the two kinds of discrimination. One is racism, another one is sexism. How it is? Of course, wherever you go, we'll see a kind of a means, wherever women go, a kind of a torture can be seen. She's not getting a equal right in the society. This is what called means, you are a female, be in a home only, no need to get good education. This is what called under racism. You are a black, huh? You are not fit for staying with a white people. Yes, this is how racism. So here the intersectionality means, field study the these complex means, forms of discrimination. Intersectionality means how that female and other category of called people called LGBT are going to facing the discrimination from the society, from the political field, from everywhere. And queer theory, this is very interesting topic. If you once read this one, in the further studies you will study the essays from, or essays which is written on the basis of queer theory. Challenges fixed category of gender and sexuality, supports fluidity and normative identities. Fixed categories, gender studies means fixed categories. Men should be like this, women should be like this. This is what fixed category of gender that should be removed from the society. A kind of a group arise to show the against towards these are the fixed rigid terms in the society. We'll see the kind of group arise, that group is called queer theory. Okay. Next, the important theories in a gender studies. Who is going to introduce themselves? The important, who is going to give their theories on the term called gender studies. The first one is Simon de Beauvoir. That is, one is not born but rather becomes a woman. See, by birth, no one take that kind of a quality to made them like this kind. Means if we got the birth called a girl, in the beginning we are going to give all kinds of a love, caring like male. But further, when she grows up, when she is going to growing up, the society made her, you are a girl, be like this, you are a girl, you don't have a right to speak up, you know you are a girl, you don't have a right to give a backwards. This is how society made her to become like a woman. So this is what the quote from the Simon the Bowl. Judith Butler, gender as a performance. Gender is not done, not inherent. See, gender is done means it is decided by the society, not by the inherent. By birth we won't get any kind of a such thing. But well, we are going to getting growing now, that time society made to be like it is only. See, gender as a performance. Yes, if I give the performance like I am, the society should accept that one. Neither doesn't have a right to make the criticism on me. So this is how Annabelle Hook's intersection of a race, class and gender. So again we'll see. And Michael Foucault, power and sexuality, history of sexual discourses. So here how the thinkers is going, they going to tell their terms on gender equality. Whereas Gayatri, Spikeball, Subaltern Voice, and post-colonial feminism, how that women are marginalized in the from the society. They are only made for this much only. Neither they don't get any kind of education. See, this is how Subaltern Voice. They are away from getting the good education, getting the caring of good health, getting the good working in a good places in a professional. They are away from these are the things. That is what called subaltern voices. We need to get like this. This is what kind of a voice. And post-colonial feminism, again also see, learning, we can see this thing in a what Kamala Das poems, how she express her words in a writing form of English. She has a write her words, her experience in a English, but the whole society, her neighbors, her friends is going to criticizing her. You don't need to write your thoughts in a form of English. Better to write in a your mother tongue. So this is how criticizing means, how that post-colonial feminism also fighting for getting a good education also. We can see this thing also. And Angela Davis, gender, race, class and prison reform. These are the thinkers who are going to produce their theories on the name of called gender studies. It means whatever we study their concept, we come to know about that gender studies, how the women are suffering under the power called patriarchy, how the women are suffering called getting a good education, how the women are suffering in a taking care herself, about the giving the birth and all. These are the things where these are the thinkers are going to produce their thoughts in the form of such work. And what are the major themes in gender studies? The representation in media and literature. Yes, here we can see the representation. We don't know before what is lesbian and gay. When we study the part of work called literature, we come to know that thing. Before we only know that is male, female or a third gender. Usually while we are filling the form, we'll see the three options. You are a male or a female, or see Gandu, Hennu, Napamsakalinga. So this is how now there only we study. But here when we are growing up, when we are getting, when we are going ourselves, putting ourselves in higher education, there we meet the many category of people. Yes, so we came to know the this thing through the form of media and literature. And also representation means the what the gender, how it suffers, it can be only the form of media and literature. And body politics and reproductive rights, ball means see, if a girl means few people are going to show their rights on the female itself. That is also we can see that Nadira. Yes, Nadira, in a first marriage, Forcibly she got a first married. After that she got divorced. Then that first husband wants to reunite with that wife called Nadira. That time what the Islam religion says, if you want to reunite your first husband, you should get another person marry. Means get second married, will spend a life like being a wife, then you can give him divorce, then after that you can reunite with husband. So this is how forcibly making her to take decision, that is body politics. And reproductive rights, women doesn't get any right to give the birth, to take care herself whether should conceive or not. This is also we can see such kind of a thing. And the gender in religion and tradition, gender in religion and traditions, like religion and tradition means religion itself made a parts, itself made a words on gender. Means religion also made to the these kind of category, you be like that, you should not be like that. This is also religious part of. And traditions, yes, women should be in a home, she should give so many children, means but so many children, no need to get good education. This is what the tradition many people are following. But today's generation, if we compare to the old days to the modern, little bit we can see the improvement. Mostly this is what the thinkers effort, which women are going to get the equal right like men. The means it is fruit of these thinkers effort, I can tell this thing. Okay. And the masculinity studies, what would be the theme, means what would be the being a male, how he leads his life, how he put himself in the society. We come to know that what kind of masculinity have the kind of a power. So this is how, one thing, we only means in our family, in society, taught to us, girls are girls should not get the right equal education, whereas men should not girls are made for the crying, but men are not. So this is how, by society itself we have learned so many things, and this is what made the differences male and female. So here the masculinity, how it shows the ruling over society, like. And the sexual orientation and LGBT rights, means how that individual are trying to get out from the come out from the some hard situation. That is was sexual orientation. Whereas LBGT, how they are trying to get the equal rights like male in the society, we can see this theme also. And the gender and the law, how few law is made for the every person, this we come to know. And the workplace inequality and the gender pay gap, yes, in a many workplace women will be considered as a less payment. She only got the less payment, whereas the male got the high payment. And most of the things that woman will be tortured in a particular place, whereas male will be lead his life in a freely, uh, whereas a woman has to face so many problems in a workplace also. This thing we can come to know from the gender study. And a gender pay gap, of course the male would be get the high payment, whereas female would be get the very less payment. Violence against women and gender minorities, violence against women and gender minority, how many women are going to show their against over the society, over the patriarchal society, they start their voice towards to the society. Yes, we are equal like male also. So and also gender minorities, they got very less priority, whereas compared to the male priority. These are the themes where we can study in a gender themes. See dears, why I gave this terms explanation means the further concept what comes under gender studies name. First you should know that background, what is gender studies. Hope so you come to know little bit about gender studies. Gender studies, what it includes, by saying that who are the thinkers is going to support huh, to give the to support to the women, to support to the LGBT group of people. So this is how these are the present explanation made you to know little bit about the gender studies. So I just try to give complete meaning of this gender studies. Hope so you got it. Shall see the next concept of this gender studies. Thank you.